Hello, party people. Let me start this video off with this. The best thing about being a trophy hunter is the variety of games that you play. What do I mean by that? If you're a trophy hunter, what's your primary purpose? To hunt trophies from games either that you want to get trophies from, or you just want trophies, period. Now, I've played games that I would never imagine myself playing. Miley Cyrus, fucking Tower Fantasy. Not all these games have I gotten an immense amount of trophies in, but just the wide variety, racing games, sports games, like fighting games I didn't even care about. Like it was obviously the usual stuff that I like JRPGs, RPGs in general, visual novels. We still have that. I shouldn't say use it. We still have that series of what the fuck is this game even about? Where I showcase a visual novel that I know is good, but I haven't spread around because it. I know for a fact it has a good story to it, and those are the ones that I happen to stumble upon every once in a while. If the story does not interest me, I'm not gonna make a video about it. Okay. There's one thing I've noticed when I'm on Twitch, that bad word we're not supposed to mention on YouTube. When I'm on Twitch, there's a difference between me getting frustrated, cursing, and just ridiculously fed up with certain games. Okay, so you have that where I'm trying, but I'm not succeeding, right? Eventually I'll get it, maybe. If I don't, I don't. And there's also another situation where I am so locked into a game, I forget I'm even streaming. I'm silent. 100% of my concentration is into that game. Why that happens, I don't know. Maybe that's my inherent nature, and so whatever else facade I put up, that's what the facade is. That is the TV friendly version of it. Okay. As some of you might know, I refer to these things called, what I fondly call them spreadsheets for PlayStation stuff. I've mentioned them before. I've only shown them a couple times, and quite frankly, I don't really use them anymore, but I still have them. So, let's pretend I'm rich, right? The only thing holding me back is time. I can get whatever game I want, whenever game I want, and I just get the platinums for them. Okay. Now let's look at reality. Now, let's say I'm not rich, because I'm not. I don't think I'm poor or anything. I just think, life is life, etc. I was telling someone this the other day, you don't have to be rich to have a rich life. And I wholeheartedly believe that. So why do I need these spreadsheets then? Well, I thought it went without saying, but I'll say it again. Some spreadsheets, I organize the games by price, by console, and by how many hours it would take to platinum. Okay, so I would have spreadsheets like that, right? PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, in some cases PlayStation 3, Vita, etc. Even VR, at least VR 1, I never ventured into VR 2 because it was wired. That was the big thing. It's sort of like how I won't play Star Rail because it's turn-based. Like, it's sort of the same thing. I don't know how to explain it better than that, but that's just the way it is. If and when I get locked in, right, I'm not paying attention to anything else except what I'm doing in that game at that time. It is rare, I think it's rare, for me to be so locked into a game that I forget everything around. I forget I'm streaming. I forget the camera's on. I forget that I'm even awake and in the house at that time. That is how locked in I can get into a game. And that is one of the best feelings in the world for me. For me. Okay, so you know how like I get YouTube comments here and there, right? And some of them are acceptable, like some of them are nice, and there's always the ones that are not. I don't talk much about those. As you realize, my YouTube channel is small enough to the point I can screen my comments. Like I'm not gonna put up some shit that's gonna get me TOS and put your comment on my page when I clearly don't have to. But a common, troll like they were trolling, like troll like comment that I get criticizes my trophy hunting. Now that within itself is not the thing I'm concerned about. The thing I'm concerned about is that usually those comments are combined with insults or what are meant to be insults. If you made a constructive comment about my trophy hunting and it was, not done in malice or whatever, anything negative, I'll post that comment and I'll probably reply to it. I I don't know what comments out there I haven't replied to that I did accept onto my page. Now, if I declined your comment on my page, I'm not gonna give details about it. It's just like I'm not even gonna acknowledge that it exists. So now, looking at PSN profiles, right? It didn't record my latest platinum just yet, but the Santa cat trophy hunting thing, whatever. Where's Waldo of cats? My world rank and my country rank are both green. The font, the color of the font is green. What does that mean? Green means I recently gone up to that rank. If I lost rank, my numbers would be in red. The country rank and the world rank will be in red. Right now, the both of them are green. Okay. I questioned how to phrase what I'm about to say next, and I would like to point out someone I've been pointing out a lot, not because like I particularly think they're like the greatest basketball player ever or anything, but because I think he has a point. He had a point, and he still does. The basketball player known as Russell Westbrook, when he was on the Oklahoma City Thunder, when he was averaging a triple-double every other game, one of the reporters said something they shouldn't have asked or tried to ask him, and he replied with this. I'm paraphrasing. If you think it is so easy to do what I do, then you go do it. You do it. Go ahead and do it and show me how easy it is. Okay. So, in regards to my trophy hunting, I agree with that. But we already established I'm not rich. Okay, we already established that. If I was, money would be no object, and I would have a limitless number of trophies. First of all, and this is what I'm trying to say here. It's supposed to sound as harsh as it may sound. It's something that I thought about saying that stems from a lot of frustration and disrespect that I don't think I deserved. On this channel, how many times do you hear me bragging about anything related to trophy hunting? I might say something like, holy shit, that was a long ass fucking platinum. That was a hard platinum. I might say something like, holy shit, I broke the top 50 of the country rank. But do I gloat? Do I brag? Do I gloat? I might say a fact like, I worked really hard on blah blah blah. No. That's normal, right? What I'm about to say, I want people to consider. Again, paraphrasing Russell Westbrook. If you think it is so easy to do trophy hunting that I do without region stacking, you go do it. Let's say you do it. Let's assume you're not rich like me And you have to make spreadsheets of this shit. You have to look on Bad Driver's webpage. You have to look on Scorpio Shadow's webpage. You have to look on Poser Mobile's webpage. You have to look on Overhyped Gamer's webpage. How do I know all these people? How do I know all these channels? Guess what all these channels have in common? They are trophy hunting channels. So where do you think I get my data for the spreadsheets from? Okay. Now, keeping in mind all that and what Russell Westbrook's mentality basically is, prime Russell Westbrook. Okay, I'm like, dude, he's balling on the Nuggets, and you guys are gonna call him washed up and shit. Okay, whatever. Pretty sure he could beat you in basketball. Just saying. You think it's easy? Do what he does. You do it. Now, at the time, was he getting a lot of slack for supposedly Steven Adams letting him get certain rebounds? When you pass the ball to someone, you expect them to score, so he can get the assist. He's only gonna pass it to you if he knows he can get the assist. So, and he's gonna take a ridiculous number of shots just to get those 10 points. Okay. Now, when you're looking up TCB-Gaming-PS, PS as in PlayStation, TCB as in TonyCouldveBeen, and Gaming as in PlayStation Gaming. I'm gonna get some heat for this, but like right now, at my height of frustration right now, I'm gonna say this one time, and hopefully one time only. It might come up in the future, maybe, I don't know. When you say my motherfucking name, you better put some respect on my motherfucking name. Because you think it's so easy to do what I do without region stacking, then let's see you do it. Go ahead, do it. Outrank me on my country and profile rank, right? Country and world rank. Outrank me in it. And then we'll talk. Until then, if you're talking about me and I find out you're talking about me, you better put some respect on my motherfucking name. That's all I really have to say about it. And you can criticize my quantity trophy hunting. You can criticize the quality of my trophies that I get. You can do that all day long. But at the end of the day, whose country rank and whose world rank are we talking about here? Someone had the audacity, right? A long time ago, someone had the audacity to say something like, "Oh, the trophy lord Tony has graced us with his presence," some shit like that, right? I'm like, that's a good term. I should start calling myself the trophy lord anyway. No, it seemed so like I don't know, like unprovoked. Like, I don't even fucking know you, and you're calling me a trophy lord. Damn, am I supposed to be is that a compliment? I don't know. It sounded like it was in sarcasm, but you can't tell because it's online sometimes, Alright, like, all I'm saying is that, like, I don't really brag about this shit. Like, I don't put on my job resume, hey, country rank 45 PlayStation player, from 2017 to present. You really think I'm putting that on my job? You think I'm putting that on any piece of merit that is worth putting that down for? Okay, don't tell me how to do my trophy hunting, and I won't tell you how to do yours. Because it's one thing to get criticized as a trophy hunter from a player that does not trophy hunt than to get criticized by a fellow trophy hunter. That is the difference. There's a world of difference between those two scenarios. Okay? Alright, well, take care of yourselves, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other.